Hi, everybody. This is Doug Powers Jr. It is August the 11th. Today, we're going to talk about my parents a little bit and dealing with my disability. And even I'm going to talk about myself. All right, here goes. Um, I understand when my mother and father had me, they were very young. I got to give her credit for sticking with me through all the bad parts. So, um, I did have a upbringing. I think that was due to the part that I do have cerebral palsy, and it was hard for both my parents to accept. And I'm sorry for that, but there's not much I can do about that but apologize and take it upon myself. Because even I know I messed up when I was, a young child or and in my adolescent years with handling physical therapy and dealing with the pain. I was a little bit of a punk back then, but that's my crucible. I have to carry that through on to the rest of my life. My ethos, if anybody knows what an ethos is, it's a motto that you live by. My motto is don't tread on me and we'll be good there. Um, and to go along with that, to finish this motto comment, it also goes with I will never give up. I will always work out. And I know people think that I work out to get big and heavy to make it hard on other people to take care of me. And that's a false accusation because I work out so I can maintain what I can do for my um as far as my upper body goes. Plus, everybody's got to stop and think. I live by myself, and I only have my home health aides, and I have 3 kids that I get on the regular basis, and I got to stay strong for them because if I get weaker, they can't come and stay with me. So if I want to visit and to have my family, which is my children, around me and my friends and other loved ones, um, I have to stay strong so I don't have to end up in a nursing home or some place like that because my kids can't come and spend overnights or nothing like that. So I have to maintain my upper body, whether people say I do it on purpose or not. It's not the case. I do it now for myself and my kids, and so they can come and stay with daddy, and I can share with them the special time that they do come and stay so we can go out and do things. Because if I wasn't in shape, I wouldn't be able to take my kids shopping out to restaurants or anything like that. I would have to have more help and more assistance. Um, so I understand that, like I said, that it was hard for them to handle with me being in a wheelchair, and I understand that. I mean, I'm not oblivious to what people say about me or their comments about me. So I understand that it's a hard road to go because I've been like this since birth. So and I'll be like this even when I die and go to heaven, I hope. But you know, we all got to accept the way it happened to be. We can't hold nobody accountable. I mean, it happened during the birth procedure, and we all went through this stage of our life. Like I said, my parents had a hard time handling the issue, which was raising a child in a wheelchair, and other issues. So other issues not on my behalf, but you know, people cope with disabilities in their own way. So I can't hold anybody accountable for me big in this chair. What I can do is chalk it up and man up and live by the crucible, which is the wheelchair. It's always going to be on my back. I have to handle that on the daily basis to live. And my ethos, don't tread on me and I won't give up. So we all, people out there with disabilities or even normal people, what people consider normal nowadays is kind of crazy, but it happens. Don't make excuses for yourself. Man up, woman up, kid up, whatever. But you need to get what you want out of your life, and you need to strive towards small goals at first, and then once you reach those, you keep going. So eventually, you might be able to get your dream. Um, and my dream's very big. My dream is to get bigger, to get stronger, and my kids want me to get in better shape and put myself back in the dating game for them as well. But growing up with disability, like I've said already, it's not easy, and I understand that. And as far as my dad goes, my dad says that I'm a freak of nature, but he says him and when I asked him about how he feels about, excuse me, I had to itch my nose. When I asked him about how he felt about me being in a wheelchair one day on the way home from college going to Thanksgiving, he said that he couldn't understand why God, if God was so merciful, why he would let the disability happen to me. And I just said, I got to believe that there's a reason, and there is a reason, as we all know. But like I said before, I haven't found that reason. I guess it's to show people that you can live with a disability and have a family, a wife, kids, brothers, sisters, just like everybody else. But you got to, when you have a disability and you're young and you have all the mental aspects with you up here in your mind, and you can function with your upper body and some of your lower body, maybe like, but you can live life on your terms as long as you're willing to work for it. Yes, like I said, I screwed up when I was younger. I was a little bit of a punk when it came to pain issues, but we've solved that because I grew up a little rough. Like I said in the past videos, sorry for the camera shaking. So you just gotta do it. It's part of life. And yes, it's unfair even for those people that are in a wheelchair or have any type of disability. You just gotta cope and do what you have to do to make it through life with disability, and use what you got, because if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So everybody remember that. Use what you got, because if you don't, you'll lose it. And believe me, if you have a disability, you don't want to lose that stuff. It's too important because it lets you live on your own and on your own terms in your own places. So, back to my father. My dad said him and God had an understanding. So I left it at that because I know it's a sore subject with my dad and the God thing with me having a disability. And I'm not the only one in my family with a disability. There is my sister Christy that's severely autistic and does live in a nursing home now because she's in a little bit of rough shape. And you know, my middle daughter, Alicia, she's not severe. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. But she does have Asperger's. And if anybody knows what Asperger's is, well, there's different levels of Asperger. Alicia has the Asperger that when she gets mad, sad, upset, nervous, she rocks. Sorry, I moved my head because I'm thinking about Alicia. She rocks. And so to get her to stop rocking, Daddy and her have a little rock competition. And she knows whenever that she's about ready to have a little thing with her Asperger's, she'll ask Daddy to turn on Kid Rock. And if she gets rocking too hard, which she does on occasions, I redirect her, and we have rocking competitions, which she always beats me, of course, because my head gets I get a headache from rocking too fast. So she's still the queen of the power department and the rocking competition. And my kids, as my kids are concerned, they grew up with me in a wheelchair, so they don't see Daddy in a different light because they're used to it. I've been picking them up, changing diapers, putting clothes on them since they were babies. So they know what Daddy can do. And now they like to help. Like this past time, I know I haven't shaved today, but I had my girls a couple weeks ago, and little Miss Alicia and Kaylin and Livy got it in their head that they were gonna shave Daddy. And Kaylin, my oldest, and the baby of the group, Olivia, they gave that right up to Alicia to shave Daddy while they watched because they were scared. But Alicia did a good job. So, see, if your kids grow up with you in a wheelchair and they don't know you any different, they're willing to, they're willing to help out when they get older, when they can. And believe me, my kids, they know how to operate all my equipment. They know how to put Daddy in the floor, in the bed, out of the bed, in the wheelchair. They know all that stuff. And if you watch any of our workout videos on YouTube under Powers, Doug Powers, or Powers Workout by Doug Powers, sorry about that. I lost train of thought for a second. You'll find out that they work out with Daddy as well, because there's a video of us on there working out, and they keep up with Daddy. So they're not weak by any means. They're pretty strong for kids their age. So, I just, it was a raw deal for my parents, and I understand that. There was a lot of hardships, a lot of heartache, and there still is, which that's all part of it now. You just got to push past it and go on living. And remember one thing, you got to carry your crucible any way you know how. When you have an issue like the wheelchair, you have to be able to handle the situations that come with this disability. So that's for today. I care and love everybody that stood behind me as I was growing up. And thanks to people that aren't blood related, that because you don't have to be blood related to be family. I mean, it helps because your blood relatives are supposed to be there for you. But I have a lot of people that who know me that ain't blood relatives that are more like family to me. So just take it out there, keep on going. Don't give up because you can do anything that you set your mind to. Um, and if you have to wait until you mature a little bit and you can handle your pain or what level of your wheelchair is in the right mind, for those people that have to have more assistance and maybe not be in the right mind, take care of those people like the way you would want to be taking care of yourself. If you can't do it for yourself. So just take care of one another out there and stay tuned. And I hope anybody enjoyed this video. Sorry about the technical issues the first time. We got it straightened out. Love everybody and keep on keeping on. Take care of your business. Bye.